Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It's Sunshine Lorena. Hi guys, so I am back again with the new releases. So this is going to be the releases that are coming out in August. So yeah, there's quite a few exciting books coming out in August. I thought I'd share them with you guys. There's a mixture of thrillers and romances. I've really been enjoying my romances this summer, and there's quite a few good ones come out, and I always love a good thriller. So yeah, there's a good mix, about half and half this month. So yeah, let's just get into it. So first up is The It Girl by Ruth Ware, and it's come out on the 4th of August. I have read 2 Ruth Ware books so far. One was One by One, which I liked. I thought it was an okay thriller. And then I also read Turn of the Key last month, and wow, that was good. So I'm excited to see what this new release is going to be like for her. So in this one, our main character is Hannah. And 10 years ago she found the body of April, and she witnessed something, testified, but now she's wondering if actually she's put an innocent man behind bars. As you know, everyone wanted April's life, she was the it girl, so now she's questioning what she saw that day. Was she right? Was the killer actually a stranger, or if it is actually someone that she knows? So it's super interesting, and yeah, hopefully it's really good. I haven't heard anyone speak about this one yet, so I've not heard any early reviews, but I'm hoping it's good. And next up is The Lodger by Valerie Keogh, and this one is coming out on the 1st of August. I actually have this in the e-arc from NetGalley. I've still got to read it yet, so I'm really excited to get to it, but I will get to it soon, guys, and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. So this is a psychological thriller. So this one, she's in your home. Lee Simmons can't say for sure what made her do it, a moment of madness perhaps, but when the young, loud and gorgeous waitress at her favourite coffee shop reveals she is homeless, Lee offers her the empty room in her house. In your head. Gina's the perfect lodger. Lee, lonely and frustrated with her life, becomes infatuated with the woman, her boldness, her zeal. If only Lee could be more like Gina. And missing without a trace. Returns from a work trip, she's shocked to find Gina missing. Where could the young woman have gone, and why? Lee fears that something terrible has happened. Why else would Gina leave her? But as she sets out to find her missing lodger, what Lee discovers changes everything she knows about Gina and her own life too. So yes, it sounds super interesting. I find that there's a lot of thrillers that have these settings of someone coming to live in your home and something going wrong, and yeah, I love the sound of that, to see what happens in this one. Next up is a romance, guys, and that is Someone Else's Honeymoon by Phoebe McLeod. Again, I have this e-arc to read. I am excited to get to it because, like I said, I have been loving the romances, and this cover just, yeah, it's drawn me in. It's drawn me in. This one's coming out on the 9th of August. When Charlie finds herself suddenly single on Christmas Day, it feels like her world is falling apart. Forced to move back in with her parents, she embarks on a journey of reinvention. When she meets Ed, who is on a honeymoon alone after being jilted at the altar by a bride he's never met. It looks like her life may be taking a turn for the better. Fate, however, has other ideas, and she and Ed are forced apart. Will she find her way back to him, or are they just not meant to be? I love the sound of the premise. So obviously our male interest was supposed to be getting married to someone he doesn't know, but obviously he got left at the altar, she's suddenly single and forced. I love when they get forced apart and it's like trying to find their way to each other again. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one pans out. And sounds, yeah, like I said, the cover, everything was just drawn me in when I saw it, so I'm excited to get to this one. Next up we have Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard, and it's coming out on the 16th of August. This is written by the author who wrote 56 Days, which was like a pandemic thriller, which I have in my Kindle, I haven't read yet. But this one sounds interesting as well. So yeah, this is kind of like a thriller slash horror. It's marked on NetGalley as, and yeah, so this one, so The Project, final draft, a psychological horror, being filmed at the house deep in a forest, miles from anywhere in the wintry wilds of West Cork. The lead. Former soap star Adele Rafferty has stepped in to replace the original actress at the very last minute. She can't help but hope that this opportunity will be her big break, and she knows she's lucky to get it after what happened the last time she was on set. The problem. Something isn't quite right about the final draft. When the strange going-ons on the script start to happen on set 2, Adele begins to fear that the real horror lies off the page. So yes, that sounds really interesting. I'm liking the thriller horror vibes coming through. The fact that it's taking place on a film set as well for a horror film, it sounds really interesting to see kind of what's going on. Next up we have another romance, and that is The Do-Over by Sharon M. Peterson, and it's coming out on the 1st of August. So yeah, another romance. Again, really like this cover and loving the vibes that it's giving me. And yeah, I love the sound of the synopsis on this one. So, sorry, the old Percy can't come to phone right now. There's nothing like experiencing the most humiliating breakup in history for a serious wake-up call. After getting dumped over the radio with millions of listeners turning in, my life is in need of a serious do-over. Trying to please everyone else isn't working, so it's time to focus on me. Cue my anti-New Year's resolution that even I can't fail at. 1. Stop dating. Men are the worst. 2. Stop trying to lose weight. I'm never giving up chocolate. 3. Stop working so hard. Selling mortgages is not my dream career. 4. Stop trying to live up to unrealistic expectations. Start living my best life. But not everyone is on board with the new Percy. My overbearing mother is still dreaming about me walking down the aisle with my awful ex. To keep her far away from my love life, I've made an imaginary boyfriend. But in a moment of panic, I accidentally blurted out my not so imaginary neighbour's name instead. Nate, the bad boy next door with gorgeous hazel eyes, a razor sharp jawline and mysterious scar, might be hot, but he's definitely not my boyfriend. Now all I need to do is stick to my resolutions while also keeping my interfering family away from my non-existent lover, who has no idea that we're fake dating. What could possibly go wrong? And yeah, I just love the sound of that synopsis. It sounds so good. It sounds like classic rom-com vibes, and obviously it's going to go terribly wrong. It's obviously going to go a bit wrong. You can totally tell it's going to be one of those ones. And yeah, I just love that concept. It sounds really fun, and like I said, the cover is drawing me in as well. Next up we have The New House by Tess Stimson, and it's coming out on the 4th of August. Again, this is a thriller this time. And again, love the cover. Like, looks like very like modern, like mansion vibes. So it's obviously going to happen in this new home. 3 couples, 3 houses, 1 home to die for. Stacey and Felix are the glamorous owners of the stylish modern glass house with its pool and floor-to-ceiling windows. Now they're downsizing, but Stacey can't just sell to anyone. She needs the right buyer who will keep her secrets. Millie and Tom have always imagined living in the glass house. Now it's for sale. Property prices booming. If they can sell quickly, it could be theirs. But are the house and its charming owners all they seem? Harper and Kyle are moving up in the world. They need a new house in the right school district to give their children the start in life they never had. Millie and Tom's is perfect. It'll take every penny they have and more, but it will be worth it, won't it? One of the sales falls through. How far will someone go to get everything they've always wanted? So yeah, it sounds super interesting. Clearly, there's some sort of secrets in that house. Maybe, I don't know what the previous couple have done there, but there's some sort of secrets obviously hidden in this house. And the new couple, yeah, they need to have the right buyer, but we've got 2 interested parties. And maybe somebody's willing to kill for this home. Let's know. I don't know. We'll need to wait and see. And yeah, again, sounds like an absolutely fantastic premise. And next up we have A Line in the Sand by Terry Wilson, and coming out on the 2nd of August, so it's another romance. Again, the cover's giving me very rom-com vibes. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a beach rom-com. So in this one, there are a heroine who's vowed never to date again. For real this time. Her rambunctious caviar king Charles spaniel puppy, the handsome and brilliant marine biologist she can't ignore, and the non-stop antics of her friends determined to be matchmakers. Sparks fly when Molly's prince puppy Ursula constantly disrupts the beachfront area when new in town marine biologist Max Miller is studying sea turtle mating habits. Max and Molly are instantly attracted to each other, but Molly dismisses Max out of hand. She's not dating anymore. Maybe not ever, since her last relationship ended in a spectacular disaster. As for Max, he refuses to take Molly seriously when her job is to play pretend as the aquarium's mermaid. But when Ursula won't stop digging in Max's beachfront yard and reveals her unique ability to sniff out sea turtle nests, she might bring these two opposites close enough to help save the turtles and maybe even save the aquarium. So yes, it sounds super cute, definite rom-com vibes it's giving me, and I love the fact that the dog is going to be the one to probably bring these two together and something's going to happen. Next up we have another thriller, and that's After the Party by Jajorna Lees, and this is coming out on the 12th of August. He should have chosen me. I never should have chosen him. Lizzie has been in love with her colleague Dean for 3 years, but he's never given her a second glance. When a job offer in London promises to launch her art career, she finally feels ready to upend her life in the pursuit of her dream. Until the night of the office Christmas party, when Dean confesses his love for someone else, Rebecca, one of Lizzie's closest friends. A few days later, the police show up on her doorstep. Rebecca is missing. So again, it's giving me psychological thriller vibes. I love when there's a triangle in these books. It's going to be interesting to see if, is Rebecca missing due to her? Is it him? Who knows? So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this one pans out. And next up we have the last romance on this list, and that is The Last First Date by Hayley Quinn, and it's coming out on the 12th of August. And again, this is giving me really good rom-com vibes. I could see this as a film. I really love the sound of the synopsis as well, so it's really fun. So one date, one mischance, one mission to find love. At 31 years old, Helen Pines is far from where she thought she would be. Whilst her ex-boyfriend is now engaged, Helen's ordering delivery for one, wistfully dreaming of her last first date. Determined to give online dating a go, she matches with drop-dead gorgeous Brody, and they hit it off immediately. One date later, Helen's heart is still singing. Brody's everything she's looking for in a man. Sexy and the perfect gentleman. But then she receives an error message on the app. All her contacts have been deleted. With nothing but Brody's name and job titles to go on, Helen is determined to track him down. But despite the initial chemistry, Helen realises she knows surprisingly little about her mystery man. Was it really love at first or will she find a new love along the way? So yes, this sounds really fun. I love the fact that the synopsis kind of leaves you kind of open, is it actually going to be him, or is someone else going to come along as she's searching to find him? And I love kind of when these ones kind of start with, I love when a romance starts with a little bit of disaster, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this one, because like I said, I don't know, is Brody actually our male love interest, or is someone else going to come along and swoop in and steal her heart? We'll have to wait and see. And the last one on this list is a thriller, and that is The House Share by Kara Kovac, and it's coming out on the 6th, and it's coming out on the 16th of August. Her perfect new start just became her worst nightmare. Opening the door to my new home, I walk into the bright opening living room. This is the fresh start I've been dreaming of. You're just the tenant I've been looking for, the landlord says as he drops the key into my hand. It's just what I've been looking for too. As I double lock my doors each night, I feel like I can finally be happy, I can finally be safe. But days later, I'm woken by the sound of a neighbour arguing through the wall. I swear I hear my name being mentioned. Why would they be talking about me? Then I discover the girl who lived in my apartment before me went missing. Why did the landlord tell me she went left to go travelling? As the weeks pass, I'm certain that someone is following my every move, and I'm terrified to my core when I find a note in my apartment, he's always watching. When someone's belongings go missing from my bedroom, I know someone's been in my home, someone who doesn't want me here. I feel my past has followed me, and this time I might not escape. So yes, this is another psychological thriller. I do love when it involves a flat, a house or something, and there's these creepy vibes, either somebody's went missing or there's something going on in the building. I really do love that in a thriller, so this sounds really interesting, just to see what's going on. And yeah, that is it. That's the last one on my list. Let me know if you are excited to read any of these or you're planning to read them. If you do, let me know what they're like, and yeah, comment, subscribe, and I hope you see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome back to my chat. Wow, my voice. Sparks fly when Molly's Prince by Jajorna.